Some exciting stuff in that second half. After the game was a little bit slow, you may have been wondering at home, why did you choose this as a rewind game? The pace started to pick up, and we're actually going to pick up the pace of this conversation by bringing in someone who played in that game, Melanie Walters. And so, Melanie, what do you remember about that second half where you guys go up in the 60th minute with Julia scoring a goal, and then obviously Queens ties it up late, making it go into some extra time?
I remember that just having such high tensions. I don't think I've ever felt that like overwhelmed in a game before ever in my career. I just remember when we went up, I was so happy. I thought we would win the game, and I remember them scoring, and just instead of us feeling like hopeless and felt like we weren't going to be able to keep up and keep going, I remember everyone just kind of buckled in and was ready for overtime, ready to take on, you know, the challenge ahead of us. So it was a good attitude that we all had.
Yeah, and so there's obviously a lot of tension and anxiety given, you know, where the program was hoping to go later that year into the playoffs. But on homecoming specifically, on a special occasion with fans in the stands, what's that atmosphere like to play in?
It is really cool, I'd have to say. I think it was so nice to see so many fans out supporting us. It felt like everyone was kind of on our back and that we could, I don't know, accomplish anything. It really carried us through, I think, and gave us that extra little bit of energy that we needed to get through the second half, get through, you know, overtime as it'll come. But it was an amazing atmosphere. Like I said, had never really felt like that in a game before. So it was awesome to have everyone there.
Awesome, I love to hear it. I mean, I think as a football player, you take for granted having a full stadium and a big fan base. But for the other sports on the campus, and specifically women's sports, I love to see that same level of support.
Yeah.
But something that doesn't change no matter the sport or the gender is Queens Western, always a rivalry. What's that rivalry like in soccer specifically?
You know what? Before coming here, I didn't even know it was one. And once I came, my first year, we played against Queens in our provincial final again, or for the first time for me. And it was, I didn't know, but I could feel how much we just wanted to, you know, win against each other. And it was the same thing the next year, the game we're watching now. Like, everyone was just so into the game and so mentally ready to just pummel the other team. And I think it's something that's just really in the roots of our programs, is that we just always want to win against each other, no matter what the situation is. Could be an exhibition, could be, you know, nationals. We always want to win against each other. So, yeah.
Yeah, well, it is that rivalry and that pressure which makes games like this really special and makes me dying to see what happens next. Thanks so much for breaking it down for us.
No problem. Thank you.
Let's watch.